Yo, what is going on, guys? Jay Trades here, back in a brand new video, and in today's video I will be doing a daily recap of all the trades I took today. All information is going to be down below in the description if you guys are interested in joining the Discord. And one of the trades today were one of the signals that I did give out today in the Discord, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure to click that link and let's get straight into the review. So first off, let's get straight on the charts real quick. Here is my setup on gold. The first trade I took today was on gold, and this technically was considered more of a swing trade, but let's check it out here. So essentially what I saw on gold at the time was right here, where basically we had this really strong demand zone right here. And the point is that because gold broke through so many zones over here, there's no way gold continues shooting down that hard, especially because it's not at an insane major resistance level. So gold did break through multiple of these zones. As you guys can see, it kind of started settling in this zone, the band zone right here, where it was starting to go back up and reject, showing signs of strength over here with buyers being present. So I kind of marked this area out, looking interested in going long over here. And then I also had a longer zone marked out here within this demand zone right here. This is how I get my sniper entries. Basically, I look for zones within zones, and this gives me sniper entries to perfect, as you guys can see, executions on my trades. So right here, really strong zone over here, super strong demand right here. Every time it has gone to this demand, has pushed up through multiple zones. As you guys can see, it broke through here, but this time basically went back up. This was essentially a fake out almost. So basically I saw a super strong high level A+ setup over here. Now I could have took this trade a lot earlier, but I just didn't get to it early enough. So I'll wait a little bit more for extra confirmation that this zone was going to act very strong, and that we would not get another fake out like what happened over here in the past with this major fake out. So I wanted to make sure and confirm that we were going up and showing signs of buyers, because this is a pretty strong drop, as you guys can see, right? You don't want to stand in front of a roller coaster is what they say, or just a train going full speed. That's essentially what's going on over here. So I wanted to wait a little bit more, see its consolidation, and hopefully once it gets out of this consolidation phase, we can go long. So I alerted this out in the Discord. I'm gonna send a screenshot right here. As you can see, I alerted that out legit at the exact time, and basically all the members caught major gains off this trade. As you can see how many pips we caught off this one. But essentially, let's just play this trade out real quick. So this is on the 5-minute time frame right here. Again, I would have ideally entered around this zone over here and held it through, but again, got in low late, completely fine with that. I wanted the more safer entry. Want to make sure you guys get all the best signals provided, which also entails that the basically entries are going to be more safer entries, therefore we can catch a higher win rate. So as you can see, I was seeing it consolidating above in this zone, which is a pretty good sign. It wasn't like rejecting really hard, which would have been a really bad sign. I essentially entered here right when I saw it basically touch this level here, and it was just consolidating. You know, it has some drawdown, but no problem, because I was aiming for this to be more of a swing trade, mainly due to the fact that we are super overextended. As you guys can see on gold, super overextended. We need to fill up this whole entire gap essentially to the upside. So longs look like a really high quality A+ setup over here. Again, I put my stops, since it's a swing trade, I'm gonna be expecting more drawdown, so I did have my stops a bit further down right here. Previous support, no problem there, and boom, final TP got hit above here. Insane risk reward trade here, and really major pips caught. Basically, if you're on 100 times leverage, this would have been 108% off your initial deposit, whatever you put into this trade. So really excellent high quality trade there for sure. And as you can see, just throughout the rest of the day, it basically was just consolidating within its zone, going up and down. So now it's still going live, but really good trade right here. So yeah, there's that. And then let's see this out real quick as well. You want to see London or New York essentially open around 9:30. So right here is when New York opened. New York opens around 8, I believe. I was talking about the New York Stock Exchange. That's at 9:30. My bad. So 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Here is essentially when New York session opens, and right when off open, essentially we got a massive pump to the upside. Again, I already knew this is essentially going to 99% go to the upside, so I just got in a bit earlier with the swing. No problem there. Sized out properly. Again, had a smaller size just because I wanted to make sure I don't lose big, because this is a pretty big stop loss. And again, still a super high quality A+ setup though. Again, 99% is just going to happen. And it played out like how I expected. So really good, excellent trade here. Another thing I noticed also was looking at the high time frame. we are essentially just ranging between these two major zones over here. The other zones in the middle are just like more so mini zones or acting as zones, but they're not doing too much in terms of price action. The main zones are the ones that are up here and here. Prices essentially on gold just ranging between these. So super interesting to see that price action going on. And yeah, let's go on to the next trade I took today. All right, so here's the next trade I took today, and this was essentially on Nasdaq 100. Very similar situation to gold. We were super overextended to the downside, so we have so much room to the upside to fill up this whole entire gap right here. As you guys can see, this is a A+ clean setup, essentially waiting for New York Stock Exchange to open at 9:30, and then that's when I got in. Basically got in at almost basically market open, just because it looked like the exact same thing gold was gonna do. So again, as you can see, very nice range market right here. We are ranging literally between these zones over here, and I'm assuming price at some point is going to come back up here, or it might make a new high. Who knows? We are very bull on the higher time frame, like insanely bull. So I'm not surprised if price does hit up here and create a new zone above, acting as supply. But nonetheless, you guys can see real quick, you guys can see around 9:30 market open. I was waiting a little bit so volatility goes away, because you know when market opens it's pretty crazy. Wanted a better entry, so I entered off this candle right here on the 5 minutes. I usually enter off the 1 minute actually, but I did a 5 minute analyze the candlesticks to make sure they were good, because analyzing 1 minute right when market opens doesn't really do much for you at all, especially if you're trying to catch big moves like this. So I was looking at the 5 minute mainly, entered off that, and stop loss right below basically initial support, and boom, it was pretty. This is a pretty long trade. I think it was 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Not too bad, but definitely a lot longer than my typical scalps that I take that are a lot more effective. But this was a super simple, easy hold. If you were on the 5 minute, you saw basically essentially these blue candles are all green. So essentially it's just bulling up and up throughout the whole entire day. At this point, when it was going and breaking through these zones, I basically was at a point where, okay, this is most likely gonna be a trending day. So basically my take profits did get hit fully over here, because we had liquidity up here residing near here, this area right here. We tons of liquidity, so I'm expecting the price to take out these liquidity areas right here. Here's one of them right here to show you guys, and here's another one. Just a good level right here in general. Market loves reacting to this level. As you can see, tons of liquidity gets taken out at this level. So market essentially is going to be targeting these liquidity levels. That's my target right here. And basically what happened is it took out liquidity sweep, and then boom, acted as supply zone over here, and market price dropped. And I definitely knew it was going to go back up, just because again, it's trending bull market and it's a trending day. Just based on the first 3 hours, the fact that it was bulling up the whole entire 3 hours, not many reversals, even though SPY loves doing reversals in Nasdaq in general. So the fact that it was so strong, I knew it was essentially going to create a new higher high at some point. So yeah, that's essentially that trade. I mean, it was a pretty common or pretty easy setup to see. Again, super excellent high quality A+ setups. I would have sized very heavy off this trade alone. But that's gonna be it for today's trade recap. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys are interested in signal rooms and my course, all information will be down below. You guys can join the Essential Traders ETU. We up next for sure. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.